Hey everybody, welcome to this week's update. First of all, it's been a couple of weeks since I've sent you all a video update, and so for that I apologize. I've been in and out of the office, traveling a lot. I've been to Virginia, different retreats and things like that, and so I've just not been able to really have a good time to sit down and really just put together my thoughts for you all, and so for that I apologize. But there are several things I do want to address for this week's update, so it might be a little bit longer than normal, so for that I apologize. When it comes to this week, there's several things going on. First of all, this Wednesday night, we are meeting together. We are going to be meeting at 6:15 in the student wing. I'm going to be teaching, and we're going to be continuing our study in the book of Revelation. And so we're really close to being done, and I'm really excited about that. And so if your child's not been a part of it, it's a great time to plug in. I mean, it really is. I say that throughout the year, but there's no better time to get plugged in just because we're starting to see kind of people coming back into their regular routine as school gets closer. Our 7th graders are going to be joining us soon. And so we're really excited about the days ahead, specifically on a Wednesday night. Sunday afternoons, we're meeting at 5 o'clock. Guys are meeting at Jordan's house, girls are meeting at my house. And for that particular dynamic, that's only going to last for 2 more weeks. And I'll address what I mean by that in just a second. But this weekend, Friday and Saturday, we are hosting here at Coral Hill a scavenger hunt / lock-in. And really what that is going to look like is it's really simple. First of all, if your child wants to be a part of it, it's completely free. It doesn't cost them a thing. This is something that I've promised to the students for a while now because COVID kind of ruined our traditional scavenger hunt last year. It kind of messed up our New Year's plans, and so that was kind of the deal, that when things kind of backed off, we would pursue kind of putting these together and doing this one big thing together. And it's really a great way to end the summer. So 3 o'clock is when our scavenger hunt starts. And so what that will look like is students will get here at 3. We'll put them into teams. The drivers for the scavenger hunt will all be adults that are connected with our ministry, whether they're mentors or parents or whatever. Excuse me. And what will happen is students will be given a packet of just pictures. And on those pictures we'll have points. And they will, for 3 hours, have to go out into the community and try to find where I took those pictures. And if they can find them and duplicate them, they get points. And so it's just a fun, friendly, way of competing against one another, but it's also a great way of fellowshipping together. And so they'll have to be back at 6, and then from 6 o'clock on will be the lock-in. And the lock-in is going to be really simple too. We're not trying to be complicated around here. Starting at 6, we'll have food for them, so we'll order pizza and things like that. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to have a time of worship together. And then after that, we're just going to dedicate to group activities, games, things like Mafia, board games, different activities and stuff like that. And so we'll have plenty of adults here that'll take care of the students, and we'll have the building locked up, and so they'll be safe and secure. But if you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to try to answer those questions the best way that I can. We are asking that students be picked up at 7 in the morning. That's just because when it comes to an all-nighter, the later it just doesn't work. Students are really done by the time we hit 5 in the morning, and so I felt like 7 was a great in the middle type of time to pick up students. So if you want to pick them up at 7, that would be fantastic. But the last thing I really want to address is a big shift for our church. Of course, if you've been a part of Coral Hill for any length of time, you know that we've been doing a 3-service model for like 6 years now. We meet at 8, 9:30, and 11. But on August 15th, we're going to be shifting to a 2-service model, a 9 and a 10:30. And so that actually affects our small groups, because right now our small groups are meeting on Sundays at 5. And once August 15th hits, we will no longer do that. So what we will do is at that 9 o'clock hour, we will have a worship service going on, and we will have a small group hour going on at the same time. So kids, students, adults will be meeting at 9, and a worship service will be going on. And then at 10:30, it flip-flops. So then there's a service at 10:30, and then there's a small group at 10:30 as well, for kids, students, and adults. And so what that looks like for students is at that first worship hour, we will offer a small group girls group, and we'll offer a small group guys group in the student wing. At the 10:30 hour, we will offer a 9 o'clock girls small group, a 10:30 girls small group, and a 10:30 guys small group. And so basically the idea is this. So when you come on site on Sunday mornings, you can go to a small group, and then you can worship together with your family. that's the way that we've set it up. And so it's going to be a really unique season for us as a student ministry, because we've had so many students that just weren't able to be a part of what we were doing Sundays at 5. And it was kind of dictated by the pandemic, and it just kind of became something that we just decided to kind of ride out until we could get to our 2-service model. And so there are great days ahead for us, and so we're really excited about that. August 4th is another date for you to be aware of. We're having a church-wide picnic at Beaver Creek Beaver Trail Park, and so our students will be a part of that. August 11th is our first Wednesday for Teen Kids, so it's really the kickoff to the fall for our student ministry. And then Fall Prayer Retreat registration is going to open up the 1st of August, and our 7th graders are going to be joining us. And so we're really excited about the days that are ahead, and there's a lot going on. And so I'm grateful for you, for your partnership with the ministry, praying for you all always. And so that's all I've got. I'm praying for you, like I said, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. And so God bless. Hope you guys have a great week in the Lord, and we'll talk to you soon.